Dads, what was your don't tell mom about this moment? My dad used to quietly unlock the back door so I could sneak out to parties. I grew up in a house where my mom had pretty strict rules about everything. She did not like the idea of parties or staying out late, but my dad was always a little more relaxed. He knew I was not the type to get into trouble, and I think he remembered what it was like to be a teenager. The first time it happened, I was 15, and a friend had invited me to a party. I spent the whole night pretending to do homework in my room. I thought I could maybe sneak out the window, but I was not exactly subtle. My dad knocked on my door and walked in. He looked at me, then at the mess of clothes on the floor. He asked, "You going somewhere?" I froze for a second, but then just nodded. He didn't get mad. He told me to wait a minute, then came back with the spare key to the back door. He said, "Be careful, and don't make me regret this. Home before midnight, okay?" He smiled a little and closed the door behind him. That became our thing. Every time there was a party, I would let my dad know, and he would make sure the back door was unlocked. He never said a word to my mom. He would make some lame excuse about needing to finish paperwork or staying up to watch TV, but I knew he was just making sure I got home safe. There was always a porch light on, and sometimes he would be waiting in the kitchen with a mug of coffee. He never asked if I drank or smoked. He just wanted to know if I had fun and if everyone got home safe. Most of the time, I stuck to my word. I did not drink or do anything dumb. I made it home before midnight, and if I thought I might be late, I would text him. He would text back a thumbs up or just say hurry up, though there were a couple of close calls. Once my mom almost caught me coming back in. She came downstairs for water right as I was closing the door. I barely made it to my room in time. Another time, I came in a few minutes late and my dad was waiting. He just raised his eyebrow and handed me a glass of water. He never threatened to tell mom or take the key back. He just wanted to remind me to be smart. The best part of all this was that at one of those parties, I met the boy who would become my husband. I remember telling my dad about him when I got home. He listened and grinned and asked if he was nice. We started dating that summer. Years later, at our wedding, I told the story about the back door in my speech. My mom was shocked, but she laughed and hugged my dad. He just winked at me across the table.